Hi, my name is Antonio Atoche, and I'm doing my first icebreaker speech today. And it's 6 minutes long. I'm part of Toasmasters here in Torrance, and one of the things that I do, that we all do, is do an icebreaker, and we talk for 6 minutes, and we talk about the easiest part ourselves, you know, how we did things and all kind of stuff. So I kind of prepared some things that I can be interesting to talk about. But in 6 minutes, I'll do the best I can to prepare for it, and I know I'm gonna get better at it. So if you ever know what Toastmasters is, it's where you learn how to do presentations, talk in public, which is what I like to do, because that's something that's in the future I'd like to do that more often. So, and plus it helps me polish my skills in speaking and all that stuff. So hope you enjoy it, and talk to you soon. Take care.
Today, Antonio Atoche will be sharing his experience about coming to the United States. The title of his speech is Coming to America. Antonio, please.
Good afternoon, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. Well, I want to share with you my experience coming to the USA, actually United States of America, at the age of 12, and how much that changed my life, basically. You know, it's a big difference to me from being a kid. From 0 to 12 years old, when I grew up in Peru, it was completely different lifestyle that I lived here afterward. You know, back then, just to kind of give you an idea how it was. Two of my best friends, since we were little, I still have two of my best friends right now. So every time I go to Peru, we always see each other. We go out to eat, have some drinks, have fun, we laugh. It's like I left yesterday, you know, basically. So, but what I do like about it is that where we lived, we lived in a house on let's say outside, and then there was a little like apartment complex where everybody lived there. And the people that lived there, they worked for a company called Pizza and Callao, where they sell beers. And it's still a big, huge company. What happened is they built homes for these people, and we became friends to all of them. To each one of them. It's almost like family. Put it this, I would go to their house. I would go to, it was one next to each other, so I could go to that house, watch TV, then I get tired, go to the other house, say hi, and sit down, and they always feed me. I mean, it was like I was a kid. It was like that all the way through now. So as I left, as I was growing up, what I liked about it, it felt like family. Everybody, you know, it's like kind of which is not duplicatable anymore, you know. And playing soccer was in Peru we play soccer. We're like soccer fans. I love playing soccer. 3 games every day we would play. And sometimes I would come home from a party with my parents or somewhere, and I had like, you know, dress shoes like this, and my friends are playing, I'll find out about it, and I'll just go just how I was and started playing, helping out the team. So it was fun. It was great times. But I know the day was coming, because I heard my brothers immigrated to the USA. Little by little, my first sister is right there, the one that came. She's the one that really paid the price to be here. We have it easier. So like, I already knew that some of them were coming ahead, the older ones, and me and my sister Shirley were like, you know, the last kids. Basically, we're all now, but we were kids back then. And the day would come, my mom would be very smart. She would put an English teacher to teach us some words in English. And, you know, I kind of liked it, but I would rather not listen and go play soccer, you know, because that's what my friends are waiting outside. So, but I paid some attention to it. So that helped me out a little bit. So the day came. I had to leave. And I didn't want to leave. I was a kid. What do I care about leaving? What do I know about USA? I don't care. You know, I wasn't thinking anything different at the moment. Not little did I know what the future came. So we flew here. We arrived. We went to my sister's house. But you know, it's like a switch. Like from, what can I tell you? It's from going to one door, opening another one, but it's day and night. It's like from loud noise to quietness. I didn't have any friends. I didn't have anybody to play. My niece was here. They were kind of the same age. My sister came. We didn't know anything. But I did like it. Everything was organized. It was neat, clean. The supermarkets. I mean, our supermarkets were a little different there where I grew up. But there, everything was in order. And wow, this is beautiful. And, you know, went to McDonald's, all these things, drank cans of soda, which we didn't really do there. We just drank, you know, juices in Peru. But I missed all my friends right away. And the very first time I remember, the next day, I guess, when we arrived, the only thing I could do is, you know, get my niece's bike and just ride it, because I didn't have nothing, who knew what to play. I was just bored. And I walked from block to block away, and I was just wondering what my friends are doing. I wish I could play with them. So, you know, so I was missing. School came. I went to a middle school in Hawthorne. I didn't know any English. Back then, kids are cruel in middle school, okay? Now, I didn't know, I was good as far as showing up and all that stuff, but I didn't know the language. So I learned it, I just couldn't get it. The Spanish kids were not helpful. They didn't want to talk, nobody wanted to talk Spanish. I'm talking about 1979. Nobody wanted to talk Spanish. So I had to like do the best I can. In the classes, just like you have here, we have rows of rows. It was my time to say some words, because each student had to say a word. And I would always say, mispronounce it, and everybody would laugh, and that would hurt me. But little by little, I would, what do you call it? I would learn. I would get prepared next week. Next week I would get better. Then I beat everybody. You know, I beat everybody in spelling. I was like #1 student in spelling. I didn't speak the language, but I already knew how to spell, knew what the words meant. So I, you know, so little by little I learned how to start getting prepared for the next day, and that's how I am. So came here, loved it. My brother Victor realized that we go to a better school. So I moved to Torrance school. I went to Torrance middle school, day and night again. Different crowd, different everything. I learned to stay there. I stayed there to middle school and high school. Met a lot of friends, which I still become friends to right now. And then I went to El Camino College. Went there for 1 year. I didn't really like school that much. Good thing my sister told me about real estate. Caught on, whatever that was. Digged in, found out, learned about what it meant. Became a real estate agent at 19. I started selling houses. I sold her house. She gave me to sell. Then she put her restaurant. One of the ways she put her restaurant. And then, then that restaurant became really successful. It's a Peruvian restaurant in the South Bay called Pollo Inca. And then 3 years later, I saved my money. My mom kept asking me, do you want to do a restaurant 3 years later? But I didn't want to do anything with restaurants, because what do I care about restaurants again? I was a busy resident. So I just put my money there. That was the best move I could make. You know, because years later, my mom already saw the vision. Right now, we've been open 27 years, help a lot of people, do great food, happy to be there, and there's more story to be written. So that's it. Thank you, Mr. Toasmaster.